Hey guys, I'm back. If anybody is still here, I am so sorry about that. Technology is not my strong suit at all. So I thought I knew what I was doing, but I clearly didn't. Thank you, Euphoria, for helping me figure out how to use what is it? Streaming. Hangouts does work, so that's good because I like Hangouts. It's so much easier than any of those other platform things. Hi, everybody. So I heard some people saying it's late. That's not late for me. I'm up in Pacific time. Uh, and this is the only time I could do this, actually. My birthday, I really wanted to do a live stream with you guys, and we know how that turned out. So this is finally, after weeks of homework and being sick, I finally found time to be able to do it again. And now my roommates are completely gone for the weekend, so it's just you and us. Gio is in the chat, and I think I can actually bring him into our conversation with us. So he might be joining us soon. Hey, Ashley. It's great to see you. Yes, I got it working. Oh, so much better. I'm very happy now. Okay, so I got some questions from the old chat that I'm going to answer here. Somebody asked me how I came up with my OC. Let's see. So when I first created Drama Queen, I used bases, and I was just fiddling around with different ideas. But I literally went through about, I think, 6 different character designs for Drama Queen, believe it or not. And then this was funny. What happened was I wasn't happy with anything I was coming up with, and I did this thing where her outline was still purple. Well, I changed the main color to be pink. And I looked at it and I said, hey, that's really cool. Have the outline be a completely different color from the main color. And so that's why she has a purple outline on her main. It was actually unintentional, but it worked out really well. So that is how I came up with my OC. And then what was the other question somebody asked me? I forgot. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Why are we talking today? Because DuckTales was announced for season 2 in a few weeks. It's coming out October 20th. And I am super excited. Like crazy excited. I love it so much. What is my favorite Steven Universe song? Oh, that is hands down little every what is that? Just for now, let's only think about love. How long does it take you to make PMV sets? Good question, Ashley. It takes, depending on my energy level and creative level, it takes me a few hours to make a PMV in total. And finding the perfect scenes is something that you kind of develop over time. Gio and I, we watch the show so much that we end up memorizing pretty much everything that the show does, like the characters, the way the characters talk, certain scenes, certain emotions. and you just memorize it. And then you kind of like come up with within your head for the most part. And then you, sometimes it doesn't work the way you want it in your head, but for the most part, it does. And it's basically like memorizing a song or memorizing a script. You just memorize certain scenes, you put them together, and you work at it. For PMV sets, unless I made Barbie in like a really short time. I made Barbie in like 2 days. Most PMV sets take a lot longer. That's usually because the songs, I'm not one of those people that can make a song right after the other. I kind of go with what like my brain wants me to do at the moment. So, for example, Dear Evan Hansen, we skipped around a lot in the musical because even though I like pretty much every song in it, I can't just jump from the first to the second. It's not how my brain works. But yeah, it takes like 4 to 5 hours depending on the video. Some songs take longer. How much downloading does it take? I want to do PMV one day, but all of them. Okay. How much downloading? Are we talking about episodes? Or are we talking about rendering time? If we're talking about episodes, I found a new site that is really quick. You can get MKV formats, which are really nice. And then you just transfer that to MP4 and you can put that in your editor. That takes like 3 minutes per episode. To download all the episodes of MLP we currently have will take a long time. We have a lot. I still am pretty overwhelmed by the fact of how many clips we have to choose from. Do I ever get frustrated making PMVs? Absolutely. I get frustrated in like everything. It's fun, but it's also frustrating. And it depends what you're doing. But there are certain songs like on in like 2 minutes, 2 hours or whatever. It's because I absolutely love that song. I have the idea in my head and I just go with it. Some songs are harder to come with others. They're always worth doing, usually though. The ones that are the hardest for me is ones that are group numbers. That's one of the things about Broadway that makes it really hard to work with is there are so many group numbers and just every single line is a different character. That can be hard. What are your thoughts on the show? Are you still Arthur? The Arthur, like the Arthur from PBS? Because if PBS Kids still has Arthur, wow, okay. If PBS Kids still has Arthur, that's crazy. I thought they canceled after like season 18. I haven't seen any of the new episodes. Personally, I don't really want to. I think their quality went down after, I don't even remember. Let's go with season 10. I don't really remember how many there are. I know there's a lot, but there's eventually, Cyber Chase hit this thing too, where the quality just went down probably because of low budget. The voice actors in Cyber Chase are still pretty good. I don't think the new voice actors in Arthur are pretty good at all. I mean, there might be a few. I can't remember if Binky and Francine are still on it or not. Season 22, that's ridiculous. Do you do collabs with other PMV makers? How would that work? Okay, so yes, actually, Gio and I, we collabed on DuckTales. Now, that's a little bit easier for us because we were both in the same house when we did it, and we can kind of we can communicate with each other better in person and out of person. But for it's still possible to do it with someone that you're not in the same area with, but it's a little bit harder when you don't have the same editor. For us, we had the same editor, so we could just edit each other's scenes. With someone with the outside same editor, you would probably like break it. You decide what you want to do. You decide the specific characters you were using, and then you would go back and forth, and you would email a little bit of your video to them. But you'd have to come up with, just like with any project, you'd have to come up with an outline first, figure out who's doing what. I don't like to talk about this too much, but I was part of a collaboratory group originally. And that was our main problem, is that there was no outline. There was no structure. They were pretty much like, do whatever you want. And people kept taking each other's scenes. And it was very unorganized. So yes, it is possible to collab with other PMV makers, but you need to make sure that you're both on the same page when you do it. El Donde and Disney Fanatic, they did that. They collabed on their Hey Arnold episodes. Now, technically, they both did separate ones, but it would still be possible for them to do one episode together, one song together. How long have you been a fan of DuckTales? Believe it or not, this year. I was not that I wasn't into it, but I didn't grow up with the 80s version of DuckTales at all. I learned about it pretty much when they announced the reboot. So I love the 80s version, but I don't really have any, nostalgic memories about it. But oh my goodness, the new version is amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing. I love it so much. I love everything. I love all the characters. I get the honor of getting to write a spec script. And for those of you that don't know, a spec script is an unofficial episode for a TV series. It'll never air, it'll never be made into anything, but it's to show whatever studio you're working for that you can write for their show. So I get to do it on DuckTales, and I am having a blast. A blast. I've been working on it for the past 2 weeks, and it's just so much fun. I love the show. I love everything. I'll warn you guys if we go into spoiler territory here, because I do not want to spoil anything for for anyone that hasn't seen DuckTales. Do not look at spoilers. Do not listen to people with spoilers. Please just go watch the season yourself. You can get through the season. You can binge watch it in like 2 days. Just watch it yourself. But it is really, really good. Yeah. How do you find MLP? Episode-wise, it's really hard now. Season 8 has pretty much made it almost impossible to get it in a non-watermark MP4 version. So Gio and I, we use some sites that have MKVs. They work the same way. It's a little more steps than it is than just downloading an MP4 one, but you simply just have to look up My Little Pony, whatever season you want, MKV. There are a few sites that are available online. 25. Personally, I think 25 seasons is ridiculous for a show. I don't think that should exist. Yeah, I definitely don't think that should exist. By now, I think we tested that once, and we actually watched one of the newer episodes just to see how they were, because and I want to make sure that they're watching good TV. And they were just kind of rehashing old episodes and old plots, which is eventually what you do when you have a show go on that long. People are upset that MLP is ending at season 9. I personally am not. I think season 9 is a very nice place to stop the show. The kids are still in the 3rd grade. Yeah, that doesn't happen either. No. Unless you're like Steven from Steven Universe, and even they've established that he ages, and they kept him in the 3rd grade for that long. I'm not buying it. Let's see. What is your favorite pastry to eat? That's hard. It is between tiramisu and baklava. Those are my favorites. I also really like cheesecake now. Huge cheesecake fan. Strawberry cheesecake, New York cheesecake, and like the fresh one, like the really, really fresh homemade kind. Oh, that's amazing. How do you think it will end? Are we talking about MLP, Megan? Got it. First of all, I love the name Dust Ever Free. I think that's a really cool name. How do I think MLP will end? I want Spike to have some sort of ceremony. I really, really do. Spike should have been the seventh element already. They keep hinting that there's going to be a seventh element, and they once said they're kind of hinted that Starlight was going to be it, but that clearly hasn't happened. I thought Megan even said the other Megan. I thought Megan McCarthy said that she was going to have her own throne. And so I was waiting in seasons 6 and 7 for that to happen. That didn't happen. So, but I want Spike. I want Spike. He has a throne already. He needs an element. He needs something. And personally, how I want it to end is I want Twilight to become the new Celestia. I know that was Lauren Faust's original idea. I think that would be amazing. I'm not really sure how it would work now. We have so many plot lines and so many characters now. I'm not sure how to work it because with Luna still raises the moon, but Twilight gets the sun. That doesn't make sense. They can't kill off Celestia. Not unfortunately, but like it'd be really cool if they had an episode where she did die and Twilight had to ascend to take her position. They're not going to do that. The show's not going to go that far. So I don't really know what they do. I don't. I want Spike to have something. And I definitely want somebody else to become the new elements of harmony. I don't know if that would be Trixie and Starlight in their game or the new Student 6, but somebody else should become in charge of the elements. The main 6 should get something else. It's confusing now. I feel like there's so many plot points going on in the show that I can't really think of a clean way to end it. What do you think of Starlight Glimmer having her own main 6 group? I wanted that. I wanted that so bad in season 6, and they kind of did it. But they didn't go far enough. I really wanted her to team up with everybody. I wanted her to team up with Ember, with Thorax, with Trixie, with Maud, with Discord. I wanted them all to have their own elements and become the new main 6. So that'd be really cool if they did that. Let's see. Who is the best pony? Okay, Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash is best pony. Yes, for like the longest time, it was Fluttershy. It was Fluttershy for so long. And then it switched over to Rainbow Dash. Because Rainbow has grown the most, she has experienced the greatest amount of character development I can see from the show. From when she started, she was very egotistical, very selfish, very young, very narrow-minded. She has changed so much. I love using her. Love her. So Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash is my personal favorite. And that, yeah. Yep, we can only speculate. We don't actually know how it'll end. Yeah, Rainbow, woo! Let's see. Who are your best friends? I don't want to say their names because they actually stalk my channel and they'll probably find this video and make fun of it. But they are some really, really great people. They have helped me so much. Last year was it was a rocket ship trip. It was awful. And what got me through it was my best friends. So this is going to sound like really cheesy, but yeah, friendship really is magic. I couldn't have done anything without them. Do you like the Big Hero 6 TV show? I haven't really seen it. I saw parts of it. I saw the first episode and I wasn't really into it. And so I stopped watching, but then I got notified that they have this like really epic finale and all this amazing, like the new episodes look really good. So I want to see it. I want to see the rest of it and power through. But I haven't had the time to yet. I'm really curious though. I think it's probably really good. Geo says it's not good. We will talk about that later, Geo, but have you seen the newer episodes? How do you know they're not good? Oh, here we go. Okay. Wonderful. Let me see. Geo, I sent something to you on Skype. Okay, cool. Geo, I think we can get you part of the chat now. Yes. Yeah, there you are. I see you. Sweet. Okay, guys, I think my brother is here. Okay, cool. Geo, I think we can get you part of the chat now.
Okay.
Sorry, that took a long time.
You.
Sweet. Okay, guys, I think my brother is here. Okay, cool. Geo, I think we can get you part of the chat now.
Okay.
Sorry. Awesome. That took a long time. You. Sweet. Okay, guys, I think my brother is here.
Can everyone hear me?
Yep, you I can hear you. You're good.
Sweet.
All right. Did you want to say anything? I mean, you've been
Okay. I saw several clips of the Big Hero 6 show. The action's really good. The humor is awful. It's like has really bad pacing and all the jokes just fall flat, like completely. So I don't know if I would call it a good series or not.
Did you saw the new episodes? Because the new episodes looked like they had some big twists going on, and I don't know, Hero looked really good in the new episodes.
I saw several clips like in a row of them, you know, that YouTube recommended me. The humor is not good.
Yeah, no, they suffer for that. It's not a great comedy show. I thought it might be a better action series.
I feel like they're probably from what I've seen, it looks like they are starting to go more in that direction, and I think it could turn really good because it has really good action and really good drama. It's just their humor is awful, and when they try to put in jokes because it's a Disney show, it feels
Mm. All right. I know he's been dying to talk about this forever.
Mhm.
Talk
I
about
literally
DuckTales.
have asked Bradaway to do a live stream all summer. Like
Talk
every
about
week. I said,
yeah.
hey, we should do a live stream. Hey, we
We
should do a
wanted
live stream.
we wanted to do this so bad, guys. Like really bad. It's not fair that everything went south. I wanted to do this after BronyCon. I don't know if we'll talk about my BronyCon trip, our BronyCon trip on this video, but it was a nightmare, and
what
it had
is
nothing
this
to
talk
do with the
about?
convention. It
We
had
lost
absolutely
our car in some random parking garage and almost thought we were gonna be homeless. Yeah, that was a great time.
No, that was really fun. We had to actually break into my emergency savings account in order to have enough money just to get back home. It was not
We
fun.
never even like got any time to the vendor hall. We literally stayed there for like an hour, and then after that we never came back, and we had to give all the money that we saved to buy stuff there just to survive, basically.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why. And if people were
And that's
wondering
why
why I was so absent after BronyCon, I needed time to adjust after that trip. It was awful. But the convention was fine. The convention was really fun. We unfortunately didn't get to go to much of it because we were looking for our car the entire time.
If anyone saw me running out of a panel with my phone like
He was wearing the Donald Duck costume. You notice by the giant beak on his face.
and it was more obvious I had the Donald Duck costume on. That's why.
So, yep, that was it. Someone asked me earlier, and I remembered now, where is the DuckTales compilation of MLP? Okay, I'm really sorry, and we are still going to make it, but the problem is that I have just not been into PMVs like at all lately, and so we've
been making AMVs of DuckTales actually.
No, yeah, like DuckTales, I'm fine. I'm trying to expand to other shows, but MLP is kind of dying.
It's
and
boring.
PMV wise, it's kind of dying for me. You make PMVs for 5 years, eventually it grows tiring. I'm still a part of the fandom. I still absolutely love COH, and I'm still somewhat on board of the actual show. I think the students are cool, but yeah. PMVs just aren't really interesting to me anymore. We are making DuckTales AMVs, like a lot of them. Geo has already started one. I've started one. So keep an eye out for that. I'm working on a Steven Universe one as well. So we will definitely put the compilation, and we're going to try to get the compilation to you guys.
I'd say before season 2.
Before season 2, we're going to try. I have a lot of homework that I was saddled with this week. So we're going to try. If worst comes to worst, I'm probably just going to give the video to Geo and have him edit it. But that's where that was.
What I'm probably gonna do is you're probably gonna upload your stuff on your channel, and then I'll upload my stuff on my channel when it's finished.
Right. And for the uncompleted episode, so the uncompleted episode we did was the pilot, a completely different cast. We have if you saw our DuckTales PMV set or whatever, the Saturday Morning Ponies, that cast changed how many times? Was it 6 or 7? It was 5? 5? If it changed 5 times.
It changed 5 times. But first, should I tell them, or do you not want me to tell them?
No, we don't have to tell them yet.
Okay. Well, it changed 5 times. There's one particular character in that. Are we ever gonna? Can we tell them this, or are we ever?
Yeah, you can tell who changed. Yeah. The main one.
Scrooge changed once.
Yep.
Webby changed once.
Yeah, Webby changed once or twice. I think I was gonna make her Gabby at one point.
Okay, then we're 6. Dewey changed once.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Donald never changed. Donald was Rainbow Dash, hands
Huey was
down.
always Apple Bloom. Donald was always Rainbow. And Huey was always Sweetbell. Those always were set in stone. And Gladstone was always Discord.
Gladstone was always Discord. The person that changed the most.
Totally high. Trixie?
Yeah.
Worst character ever in the cast.
I think we went through 3 or 4 different casting choices.
Okay, first we try. Can I just say who we tried for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if we're actually. I might show like one clip of using
probably not.
What was
First
his name?
Gladmane.
Gladmane, you know, because it's Gladstone Gander. This is a completely different character, but I really wanted to use the sleazy hotel guy.
Because he's the sleazy hotel guy. His lip syncing is the worst lip syncing I have ever seen. He never shuts his mouth and does all the time. So you can't lip sync a single word. Like you can't even lip sync 3 words with him. It's nuts. So we eventually said nope, that's done. Then we tried Fancy Pants, but he didn't have any evil expressions or didn't have any of the manipulation or whatever. And then Bridal Way came up with the idea to do Trixie.
Yep. And she worked the most, but he changed so many times.
And I mean, we literally did everything with Fancy Pants. Like we did almost all of his lip syncing scenes and then Bridal Way was just like, I changed the cast again. I'm just like, oh, and Scrooge, we did almost all the scenes. I'm not gonna tell who it is.
Hey, Fizzy Dizzy.
We literally did almost all the scenes with Scrooge. Before and then we redid them all. So we literally, in some ways we kind of remade that episode. Like we literally remade it partially.
Fizzy Dizzy asked me, let's see, what is my favorite MLP episode? Favorite season of MLP? 7. Absolutely 7. I love 7. 7 is perfect. 7 has the best episode, best writers. 7. Just love it. It's so funny. Every episode is gold.
I've definitely never seen Spirit. Have you seen Spirit?
I know.
No, it's a DreamWorks film. I've heard of it. I've just never seen it.
Oh, no, that one? No, I haven't seen that one. No, I read Black Beauty, and I saw, like, there was another horse movie that I saw, but I haven't seen those at all. Is anyone still in the chat?
Yeah, it literally looks like no one's there. It is really late.
I know it's really late.
It's 12:11 where I am.
Of course it is.
I'm always up this late anyway, so doesn't faze me.
It's only 9:11 where I am. I really wanted to do this tomorrow, but I work, so I couldn't do it. Finding time to stream when my roommates aren't around is like really, really hard. Maybe we'll be able to get to this now that I can finally use Hangouts. Maybe we'll get to this more in the future.
You know how to use Hangouts now?
Yeah.
Brony, yeah. Euphoria taught you how?
Yeah, I figured it out. Apparently it did change. They changed their what is it called? Workspace, which is what confused me. How's life? Yay! How's life? Life is going really, really well, actually. Life is going absolutely phenomenally well. It is. I was sick for the past few days, but today Gio told me that DuckTales season 2 is coming out soon, and that just cheered me up instantly.
And they got renewed for a season 3. I'm so happy. I was so worried that was gonna be like Gravity Falls, where they just cut it off after season 2. But
yeah,
no.
He thought they might end after. He's like, if the arc ends after season 2, DuckTales will be over. And I was like, I don't think so. I think they're going to keep this going.
Best series I've ever seen. I'm honestly seeing this. I think this might be the best first season I've ever seen in any show.
I think it's definitely going to stay for 4 seasons, but I really want it to stay for 5. Typical Disney shows usually quit after 4, but DuckTales is so strong. I want it to go till 5. And it can do it. It can definitely do it. It can definitely go till 5.
Oh, absolutely. There is an immense potential with these characters and their amazing personalities.
We did this. I will eventually upload this thing. We did a live reaction to the finale episode of season 1.
It was so good.
I'm still working on the cover page, so it's going to be a while. I want Gravity Falls. I want Gravity Falls to come back too, Megan. It's not coming back. I'm pretty sure it's not, but they should have had it. If only Alex Hirsch stayed on for a 3rd season, it would have been really good.
Even if they didn't stay on for a 3rd season, they should have had like a movie. It felt like the ending just wrapped up way too quickly.
Yeah, it was like
some sort of movie to wrap it up or something.
I agree. I think there should have been a movie. I guess the 3 episodes was kind of supposed to be a movie, but it didn't really.
Wasn't really.
It didn't feel like it. And then the finale episode, literally everything was wrapped up in like 10 minutes. It was like, hey, here's your hat. Here's our note. Here's your uncle back to normal. Here's the villain defeated. Here we're going back to school. Here's blah, 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 blah. Like beat, 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 beat. And it felt like there were no space in between to develop. And there were many questions unanswered.
That's Melissa. There were tons of questions unanswered.
Yes, I do like The Greatest Showman.
Never really found out where Bill Cipher even came from.
Okay.
Like the entire show is all about Bill Cipher, and we never found out where he came from.
Yeah, we did and we didn't. Like, they said that Ford summoned him, but we don't actually know what he is. The show basically just left it off that he's evil from another dimension. And I thought there was going to be like this really good backstory about him coming into existence or him trying to, make bonds with the humans, but then getting corrupted, or I thought we were going to see his dimension. We didn't see his dimension. He made our world, like, he added things from his dimension to our world and made our world similar to his dimension, but we didn't actually see his dimension. In a whole series where we have this other portal to a different world, to a different dimension, and they keep talking about that's dangerous in there, and once you look in there, you'll never look back. We never see what's in there. What a cop-out. We never saw what was in there. I was certain Dipper and Mabel were going to go through that portal eventually. They never do. Ever. No. I liked the show, but,
Yes, I love The Greatest Showman. I know critics burned it or whatever, but I thought it was really good movie.
What about Star versus the Forces of Evil?
It didn't get good until the second half of season 2. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, Star? Yeah. No, I wasn't. Gio showed me the pilot episode, like back when season 2 was just starting or something.
The pilot was okay.
And I didn't actually really like it.
It was okay.
It was all right. But then after they had, was it season 2? Season 2 was good.
Yeah, it was I'd say it's the second half of season 2 is when it started.
Second half of season 2, it was awesome. And season 3 was absolutely fabulous.
That was great.
I love it. Yes. I want Eclipsa to come back. I want so many things. I'm really excited to see how they do it. I'm really excited to see how they do it. I'm really excited to see how Star feels about all of this now. Like her entire world has been turned upside down. So They can't just, go back to the palace and pretend like everything's okay. It's like, it's not. I didn't really see the finale episode when she's supposed to be queen. I saw bits and pieces, but I haven't been able to find the full version. So I actually didn't really see that one. But I like it. It's a good show.
I feel like I'm busy now.
It's a good show. It's not my favorite show.
It's on Disney now.
It might be on Disney now, yeah. It's not my favorite show. I think it's an okay show. Steven Universe and DuckTales. That's my favorite shows.
DuckTales is my favorite show. Star's okay. Milo Murphy's lying.
Apparently, they're having new episodes about Phineas and Ferb now after the whole crossover thing happened. I don't know.
They are?
Yeah.
I think just go Phineas and Ferb, personally.
Do I like Milo Murphy's Law? Is that what you're asking, Emily? Yes, love Marvel. Are you kidding?
Oh, no, that's Team Fortress 2. That's what TF2 is.
Oh.
Game, and I've never played it.
Never played it.
The only thing I know about Team Fortress 2 is the reviewer analysis anarchy thing.
Yep, never played it.
Marvel. Avengers Infinity War. How amazing was that movie?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite movie of the summer was Infinity War. And I was not a Marvel's fan until I saw Infinity War. And then I literally went back and I watched almost every single movie up to it. It's so good. So yes, I am a Marvel fan.
That was your favorite movie of the year, for crying out loud.
Yes, it actually is my favorite movie of the year.
My favorite movie of the year is still Searching. I love Searching. It's totally underrated.
I haven't seen that yet.
You need to.
I'm trying to find a time to go with my friends, but we're all so busy that our schedules don't collide. It's a movie I don't want to see alone.
For the longest time, it was A Quiet Place, which I absolutely adored. I found out I loved thrillers.
Yeah, he changed a lot. He was like the overly sensitive type that couldn't handle horror movies, and now he's watching a lot more stuff than I would typically.
Die Hard and Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Let's see. Oh, Dr. Wolf TF2. I've seen a few. I haven't seen a lot of them. I don't really understand it because I don't know the game. Mm-hmm. And it's definitely something that you need to know the original source to really understand it.
I think it's funny.
Yes, it's funny. There's some funny things in it, but I'm like, they keep talking about like, you can't use this power, you have this power, and it's video game terminology, and
I literally don't know anything about the game.
I don't know.
I'm with you. I don't know anything about the game either. So when they say that, I just kind of ignore it.
I do like Dr. Wolf's therapies with the main characters.
The Discord one was so funny.
Yes, Crown Prince did an amazing job animating that thing. Anything else? Any other questions? Okay. Do you have any fun?
Okay, you can clearly tell that people are.
I'm starting to get tired too.
Yeah, people are running out of ideas of what to say at this point. I don't blame. Okay, do you have any funny stories from school or anything? Not really. Actually, yes, I do. From high school. I was in that grade where everyone hated me. Sorry, no, everyone hated my class, my grade.
He had a very interesting high school class.
And there was a kid that was literally threatened by my vice principal to be arrested by the police during class. I am not kidding you. Oh, also in that exact same class, a fight broke out. Like right after we had a party, a fight broke out, and then at the end of the year, a kid almost got arrested. That is my high school.
Yeah. See, I was lucky enough not to have a high school class, senior class like that. So I didn't have those problems.
That wasn't senior. That was sophomore year.
Oh boy, that's sad.
I'm not even kidding you. My grade was awful. They didn't even give us a senior senior fun day or whatever, because
You didn't get senior fun day? What?
No, we had the senior picnic at Holiday Hill. We had
No, senior fun day with the bouncy house in the back of the school.
No, because
and the unlimited what is it, snow cone machine?
No, they hated our grades so much that they punished us. They hated our grades so much that they punished us, and they only put it, and they had us do all these dumb team building activity things that we could do in the gym or something.
He suffered so much.
I hate high school, okay?
We all hate high school. I'm not going to say my high school was as bad as his, because that's a total understatement. It was definitely not as bad as his.
Yes, Harry Potter! I'm so excited for Fantastic Beasts: The Crime of Grindelwald.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Fantastic Beasts is one of my favorite movies now. I love it.
I haven't seen the first one.
He's a Fluttershy. He's just like a human wizard version of Fluttershy. That's so cool. I wanted to make the trailer with her. We'll see if that ever happens, but it's an amazing show. We had to drive your tractor to school day. We had drive your tractor to school day every year. That was a thing. That was a thing. You actually had to drive.
Can I please relive my life and go to your high school?
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Megan, but that sounds pretty awesome on my end. Drive your tractor to school day. Country school. Yeah, I wanted to live in a country school. We were in the suburbs. That's where we live. The suburbs. No offense to suburbs out there, but the suburbs are boring.
They are.
So boring.
There's just nothing around here. See, where Bridalway lives, there's everything. She lives in California now. I live in the boring state of all time.
Yeah, but California isn't as cracked up as it is to be. I know that sounds insane.
It isn't either. It's
really hot right now. It's really, really, really hot. We've been having, yeah. Pretty much, you want to go somewhere else, and then you do. But you find out that there's problems every place. There are good things, and there's problems every place. I was really happy to go home over the summer, just to get that nice old. We live in like a very colonial town, and the nice cool weather, and you don't get that over here, where I am now. But still, it's fun. Cornfields and farms. That is half of where I live. I have a friend that lives in Ohio. Yeah. That's pretty much what it is.
See, It's Now. It's a movie.
See,
that what you were looking for? I've never heard of a movie called It's Now.
No, See, It's Now. I think that's what the movie's called. I think I might have heard of that. I go to high school next year. Congrats! That's a big deal, Emily.
Mm-hmm.
You live in Ohio, Megan? I don't think I knew that. That's awesome. I've heard a lot of things about Ohio. Good things.
It's no more interesting than Connecticut. Just saying, guys, Connecticut, most boring state ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, there's nothing here.
Well, New York is close, and so is Boston. And so when you're bored of our state, you can just like hop in a train and go somewhere else.
The only things that are good in Connecticut are Mystic Aquarium, and all the pizza restaurants. Honestly, they have a really good pizza.
It's true. It's true. We don't have good pizza restaurants right where I am. So far, I haven't really seen Southern Cal having good pizza. I don't think it's a Southern Cal thing. So, hi, Summer Wolf. Welcome. I go to all-girl school. Oh, that's really cool, Fizzy. You're not weird. A lot of people called me weird all the time when I was in school too. It's just a thing. You'll eventually become cool. You'll find people that understand you and you'll become cool. I used to think talking to myself, because yes, I do that, was a weird thing. And then I met a zillion other people that do the exact same thing. So.
It's all fields and Walmarts. It's all houses and Walmarts and Stop and Shops. That's our state. When Dunkin' Donuts, like Starbucks.
No, we have way too many Dunkin' Donuts to count.
Dunkin' Donuts is just everywhere in this state.
We used to have all these really cute old buildings near my house, and they all got torn down and turned into Dunkin' Donuts. It's sad. We had this adorable little ice cream shop literally right by my house.
I live in like a small little town, and there's like 4 Dunkin' Donuts in my town. I'm not even exaggerating.
And it's super teensy too. We are like not a big city at all. No. Half of us is farm, half of us is cornfield, not cornfields. What would you call it?
There are 2 orchards in my town.
Yeah, half of us is orchards, and then half of us is like typical suburb buildings, and it's just way too many Dunkin' Donuts to count.
It's honestly a town is what I call it.
Are you dressing up for Halloween? I really, really want to. I don't know what to wear. I don't know. I was a zombie prom queen once. That was really fun.
I dress up for Halloween. I'm totally wearing that DuckTales uniform costume.
See, he wears that thing all the time now. That's his go-to for everything.
Because I love it.
And it's perfect. He can literally wear it at any convention, and Halloween, at any, whatever he needs a costume for, he can just wear that. And if he doesn't want to be known as Donald, he takes off the beak and everyone thinks of him as just a simple sailor. It's great.
It's awesome.
He's got the perfect costume. I was Carrie White, zombie prom queen. No, I wasn't Carrie White. I wasn't even wearing a dress similar to hers, but I could see it. I could see it. I guess in a way that was kind of Carrie White. Usually what happens when Halloween comes around is I will just dig into my closet and see what I can come up with. And I will find something.
When Halloween comes around nowadays, I don't like trick or treats. I'm too old for it. So like I'll stay at the door and give out candy and stuff like that. Or I'll take my siblings around to go trick or treat. I don't actually trick it myself.
You want to help me pick my costume? Yeah, you can do it. Sure. I need ideas. I thought initially I usually have class on Halloween night. But our professor said he was probably going to let us off this year, so I have nothing to do. That's what happens when you're in college. When you're in college, sometimes you have to stay in school during Halloween instead of going out with your friends. Big in love. Good. Not sure what that is. Sushi? That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. A sushi costume? That's great. Do you know what type of fish is in your roll?
Is it salmon? Is it tuna? Is it a California roll?
Is it avocado? I'm really excited though for Halloween. I usually make so when Stranger Things season 2 came out, I think that was last year, wasn't it? It was last year, wasn't it? Stranger Things season 2 came out on Halloween, and my roommates made candy apples, and they were binge watching the entire season, and that was so much fun. I came home from class, and we just binge watched Stranger Things while eating candy apples on Halloween night. That was amazing.
Wait, I thought you didn't see Stranger Things until last summer.
I didn't see Stranger Things season 1 until after.
Oh, so you did see all of season 2 before?
No. I only saw like 3 or 4 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch the entire thing with them, but it was still really fun. And then when I watched the actual season 1, I understood what season 2 was about.
Stranger Things is really good, guys.
Be someone from Harry Potter or a Disney movie. Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
A white dress with large black belt and pink backpack. Nice. I watched season 1 of Stranger Things in one day. Good for you, Vizzy Dizzy Studios.
I couldn't.
It took me 2 days.
I love Stranger Things season 1, but it's intense.
I got through it in 2 days. I think
it was like 3 days. Yeah. I thought we watched it in like 3 days.
Did we watch it together?
Yeah, we did.
Mm.
Season 2 was the one that I kind of zoned off on. Or the beginning, first half of season 2. Second half of season 2 is awesome.
I wanted to watch it in 2 days. Gio needed more time, so we had to like split it out. But it's season 3. They said it's going to be another year, and I'm so sad. I was really looking forward to seeing season 3.
2019. We can't wait that long. Season 1 is awesome. I love season 1 of Stranger Things.
Was it dress up day today? Was dress up day, Emily? Because that's great. I remember when we did dress up day at my school, and that was fun. There are still people in college that wear costumes. So don't ever have anybody tell you that you're too old to celebrate Halloween. That it's not a thing. Trick-or-treating, people do it in their dorm rooms all the time. They will literally put out balls of candy near their dorms. So.
Well, I go to community college, so they don't exactly have trick-or-treat. But they do have a Halloween party. At community college.
Yeah, they have the Halloween party. One time it was a masquerade.
And I'm pretty sure the Halloween party you can dress up in costume. I might do that.
I've always wanted to go to a Halloween party, but I've never been. I've never been to a Halloween dance before. Ever heard of Miraculous Ladybug? Yes, I did. I watched all of season 1. I think someone said season 2 is out now. I haven't seen that.
Season 2 is out now. I have not seen either. I've never seen anything.
I like it. I do. I really do like it. It's good.
What is it about? Like, I know the animation, and I know like what it looked like, but what on earth is the show about?
So it's basically a French anime. I don't think I'm missaying that. It's basically a French anime.
Okay.
It's about a high school girl that becomes a superhero. You know, it is like those two world stories. And she has yeah, it's one of those. But they do a pretty good job with it. And she has a friend that also becomes a superhero.
Mhm.
I can't remember, but I don't think. No, she doesn't even know. Some reason, typical superhero logic, they don't know each other is a superhero.
Yeah.
So like she has a crush on him. Oh, it's actually the romance is really funny. She has a crush on him when they're normal, when they're teenagers in school. But when they're superheroes, he has a crush on her. It's one of those. But there's a really nice setup for this big twist going on, and I'm not going to spoil it or say anything. I don't know if season 2 has revealed it yet. Season 1 didn't, and I've been waiting for that episode. I want that episode when they finally reveal it.
I'll check it out eventually.
It's not French anime. It's kind of French anime. It's got a similar feel to it. Yes, it is 3D animation, though. You're right. It's totally 3D. What about Summer Sweet for Halloween?
I mean, technically, your term makes no sense.
Megan, that's genius. I already have the costume. That makes things so much easier. You know what Gio called my Summer Sweet cosplay at BronyCon?
19th century Dorothy.
Yes, he called her a 19th century Dorothy. I'm okay with it. It's all right.
It seriously looks like a 19th century Dorothy. It looks like a Dorothy from the 1800s. Did it not?
Nah.
She agreed with me. I'm just telling you guys.
That was fun. That was fun. You know, dressing up as Summer Sweet at BronyCon was super fun. Super fun. Surprisingly, even though a lot of people didn't know what I was dressed as, they still liked my costume. So it worked out. And we will talk about this.
Comments like, then I got comments like, "Are you Popeye or are you Donald Duck?" And I'm like,
he did get comments like that, but they loved his costume. Like Gio was the center of attention at BronyCon.
And I got some weird looks too. There was one girl when I was on the escalator who just gave me this funny look and stared at me while I was going up.
Well, that happens to everybody.
I know.
Does anyone believe there'll be a chance of a 2-part episode about Spike in the future? Please.
Yes.
Please make there be a 2-part episode about Spike in the future. He needs one. He was completely absent this season. It hurts my heart.
Oh, he was hilarious in everything he was in. The
Discord episode, he was fabulous in.
But which Discord episode? Both of them.
There was 2?
Yeah, the one with the Dungeons and Dragons, Breakdown.
Breakdown was season 8. See, guys, I can't even. Part of me believes the first half of season 8 is completely different from whatever the second half was.
Breakdown was season 8, and was it Matter of Principles was season 8. Unpopular opinion. I like Matter of Principles. Bite me. Everyone hates that episode. I like it.
Josh, never heard of Ed, Edd and Eddie. Well, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
I have. I've seen an episode, I think, once.
That's why.
It's okay.
Part 2 episode about Spike would be the most positive thing to happen. Hope that there'll be a chance of Spike being together with Rarity and vice versa. Like I said, I want the series to end with a good Spike arc. You know, he's already the ambassador to dragons, which is a big deal, but they don't really care about it anymore.
No, they don't.
Why would they care about it now when Smolder is at the school?
He's done more than half of the main 6 have.
Yes. I fully. No, he has. He has definitely.
He constantly puts his life at risk and at risk and saves people over and over and over and over and over, more than like Rarity or Fluttershy. So like,
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I assume the writers don't know what to do with them now, but they have a lot of opportunities.
I mean, they kind of know what to do with him now, because all the episodes he's been in, they know how to write him. He's been great. I don't think there's one episode this season that I didn't like Spike in. Even oh, spoiler! Did this one come out yet?
Yeah. Can you kind of subtly say what it was?
I'm pretty sure the Spike Dragon. I'll just say the title. What's the title?
Oh no, that came out. That came out in English.
I'm pretty sure Father Knows Beast.
Father Knows Beast came out in English. I'm not.
That came out in Discovery Family. Okay, in Father Knows Beast.
No, don't spoil it though.
Beast spoiler. Father Knows Beast. Beast. I thought he was pretty good, even though I thought the episode was bland as heck. I thought Spike was pretty good. I thought Spike was adorable in the episode. I thought that was just like, let's show all the daw scenes of Spike.
Oh no, yeah, I did too.
So yeah, I haven't seen any episode where I didn't like Spike this season. Even Meltdown. Everything else sucked, but Spike was great in it.
Favorite part of Greatest Showman? The opening number.
Hands
A
down.
Million Dreams. That entire song, that entire montage is my favorite thing in the movie.
Absolutely. Hands down.
I literally said in the theater, if the movie ends now, I'm okay.
Yeah.
After this, yeah, and it literally after the entire movie, it was still my favorite thing that happened. That song is incredible, visually, story-wise, musically.
Beautiful story in like such a small amount of time. It reminded me almost of like the Up beginning.
Mm-hmm. It's just gorgeous.
It's just telling these people how they live their lives in literally like almost no time at all.
What would you think if Trixie was to be Luna's student? Well, I thought Sweetie Belle was actually going to be Luna's student for a while. And then I thought Starlight was going to be her student. Trixie. I don't know.
Trixie's more Starlight student of anything.
I see Starlight more than Trixie. I can't. They haven't had any really interaction together, so I can't see it. That doesn't mean it's not a bad idea, but I can't see it. I can't really. Trixie's also not really a night. Like they've never established that she's a night person. I don't know. You know what I thought was really interesting? They're never going to do this. But I thought if anybody would be Luna's student, it could be Rarity. Because Rarity is a lucid dreamer. And I found that, and they never brought that back up either. If you remember in the, dang it, that episode, Do Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep? Rarity is the one that fights off the monsters. Now, the only way you can be aware of what's going on and you can fight them back and you can know is when you know you're in a dream. And Twilight was attacked by books and she was like, what do I do? What do I do? But then Rarity was just like, no, I got it. So Rarity's the lucid dreamer. So her being Luna's student would be really cool. It's never going to happen. But I think I love dream stories. I love it. That's why I liked the opening part of Greatest Showman. That's why I like the movie Greatest Showman. It has a very dream-like feel to it.
Yep, it does.
I love dreams. I love them. I love the philosophy of dreams. I love the history of dreams. I love the science of dreams. I love the imagery of dreams. I bought this whole book about dreams. I'm a big dream person. That That's why Summer has a lot of dreams. If you can't tell, she keeps talking about all these weird dreams she's having. I like writing dreams, so I gave my main character it. Lala. Please. Did you know DreamWorks did 2D for a little bit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nightmare Rarity. Well, yeah, that's really interesting too, because at first I would say they're never going to incorporate Nightmare Rarity because it was in the comic books.
Yep.
But then they added Nightmare Celestia. Yep. So anything's possible now. If they incorporated Nightmare Rarity into the show, I think it would be cool. I don't think they're going to do
that now, though. It's gone.
They don't have much time.
I don't see any where they could put that. Even
I don't really see any. I don't really see any major references anymore. Any big plot points or whatever, since they just don't have time.
In the next season, like what else do they do? Like at all? What else could they do?
I don't know.
I just hope there's more of the students. That's all I hope.
Missed opportunity? Yeah, I agree with you. One of the things we should talk about this actually.
Okay.
One of the things I don't really like about MLP is that yes, they take risks. They have.
They don't give any payoff.
Well, no. I thought the Para episode had a big payoff, but it's like some of the time they take risks and then they retreat back and they're like, no, we're a kids show. We can't go too far. And I'm like, Steven Universe goes that far. Star versus the Forces of Evil goes that far. DuckTales goes that far. Why can't you go that far?
Without spoiling anything, I found the finale very underwhelming. Like, with all the buildup we had over the season, it felt like they almost just kind of wasted it. Without spoiling anything.
I don't know. I wish MLP was more confident in their decisions, because half the time it feels they are confident, and then the other half the time it feels like they won't go as far as they know they can. And they have no excuses now. They can go far. With what DuckTales has just shown, they can go really far if they wanted to.
Takes risks, and I mean big risks.
And that's why I love it. I love it so much.
And they pay off. They're legit risks that pay off and work in the long run.
We will eventually do an entire live stream just about DuckTales.
Oh, absolutely. We totally
it's that good. It's that good. So to answer the question about the Nightmare Rarity arc, I found that was a really dark comic. What?
If we did a live stream of that, we'd have to have spoilers, because I could not.
No, we'd have to spoil everything, yes.
I could not do a non-spoiler live stream. It's not happening.
I like the comic books. Yes, I do have some of them. I've read almost all of them. I love the comics. I liked the Nightmare Rarity one. I think that was one of my favorites. My absolute favorite was the Chrysalis one. And I kind of liked the Chrysalis episode that came out this season.
It made it very stupid.
Yeah. Well, because they were referencing the comic book. I think the comic book, I don't know. I think the comic book did a little bit better.
No, because the comic book one was still threatening. This one wasn't threatening at all.
Well, yes, there really were no stakes. So
there were no stakes in the episode whatsoever.
It's
not like half of it was the comic book thing, and then half of it was Chrysalis yelling at a moron.
I've actually wanted to talk about this slightly. MLP has amazing comics. IDW Comics. DuckTales has the opposite problem. And this is funny too. I find this really funny. It's literally switched. MLP, the show, is usually scared to take major risks. They're usually scared to have really big arcs, to have really dark concepts, like their comics do. Their comics are super dark. Their comics go beyond. Their comics are smart. So I like the IDW MLP comics. DuckTales is completely different. DuckTales, the show is super dark. The show takes risks. The show goes far. But the comics are very mundane.
I haven't read much of the comics, to be honest. But from what Bradley has described, the fact that there's apparently some comic, I'm just going to spoil this because who cares? There's apparently some comic about Dewey. What the heck was it? Dewey goes.
Oh my gosh, I love those things.
Long gold lawn at night and ruins his hedges.
Yeah, he was going as this mysterious masked hedge trimmer. No, he was going as a mysterious masked hedge trimmer. And the point of it was that he was going to cut your hedges into weird shapes and get revenge on you that way. Isn't that genius, guys?
I swear, that's
sarcasm. Yeah, to get revenge on your neighbor, just trim their hedges. Oh my gosh. And it was like really, really bad. It was one of those whole, when your friend is doing something wrong, you should look out for them, help them, all that stuff. So
what's your favorite creature in My Little Pony? My favorite creatures, okay, my favorite race or type of creature is a hippogriff. I love the hippogriffs. Everything we've seen in them is fabulous. Their land is great. Their characters are great. I love them in every single episode they premiered. And Surf and Turf is one of the only episodes of the season that I legit love.
Hey, Hayden, welcome to the chat.
My favorite creature, and if we're talking my favorite creature character in LP, it's gotta be Gallus. I love Gallus. Gallus is awesome. He's the best of the students by far.
Theo's a big Gallus fan. I like him too. I really do. I find the Student 6 to be bland, boring, and channel changing. Well, I don't know how much of I don't know how much of them you've seen yet.
Yeah, because I did
too.
I did in school days. I did in school days, and I also kind of did in, I guess, non-compete clause somewhat.
If you haven't seen the Christmas episode yet, watch that. I think
that's where they start to really grow on
me. They get so much better in the Christmas episode.
And the first episode where they started to really get development with Matter of Principles, and then it was a Christmas episode. And after that, the students are great.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They're always put in the background. They're never put in the foreground. They're always put in the background. And this is why
like Matter of Principles. They actually tried to give them some scenes.
Yeah. This is why I do not like season 8. I don't like season 8 because I think the Student 6 are a great addition. And they have so much potential, and they're not using them. They're not using them.
And it's not like they're not having episodes about the school. They're having plenty of episodes about the school. But some generic main 6 episodes like Horseplay that no one cares about. Does anyone care about Twilight not wanting to tell Celestia that she's bad at acting? I don't. I don't care about that at all.
The thing is, it's one of those things that with this season specifically, I think the fandom has actually outdone the show staff. I have seen so many amazing things done on YouTube, on FimFiction, on DeviantArt, ideas of the students bonding, of the students challenging each other, of the students having
I love giving Celestia
sleepovers, and and study problems and just all this great idea, all this stuff of them sharing cultures, and they haven't been doing it in the show. And that is what I hope they do in season 9. If they don't do that in season 9, I'm just gonna, wave it goodbye and be a little bit sad that they didn't. They have an opportunity and they're not using it. And yep. I think it's very sad that they're not using it.
Midnight Blue. I do care about Celestia getting development too, but that wasn't development for Celestia. That was, let's make Celestia stupid for the sake of the plot and have a bunch of jokes that she can't act.
He's being a little too hard on Horseplay. I didn't think it was that bad.
It was. No, it wasn't that bad, but you didn't really give any development to Celestia whatsoever.
It gave her a little backstory that we could have gotten in another episode, but the problem is that she didn't grow. The character that was supposed to grow in that was Twilight. Please, anybody in the chat, tell me if I'm wrong, but do we really need Twilight learning anything else? Do we even care at this point that Twilight learns something about friendship? If she's teaching a school of friendship, why does she need to learn it?
Well,
I want to hear the students learning about friendship.
You can't teach a school. You can't teach a school about friendship. That's what the season expects me to believe.
Yeah,
we will a moron or a jerk.
We will just put this down. You are free to disagree
in the season.
But Gio and I do not like season 8 at all.
It's terrible.
And we have multiple problems. We're not going to go into all the problems we had. We ran about the show way too much, but we don't like it. When I see the Student 6, it's too little, too late. Thank you. Okay, Midnight Blue. That is perfect. I agree with you fully. It's too little, too late. That's what I feel this entire season has been doing. It's too little, too late. Give this character development, but you give it to them at the end of the season when there's not enough time to explore them. Too little, too late. Give Twilight an idea of teaching at a school, but we spend most of the time in the school with her. We spend most of the time in the school not learning about the school itself, but learning about.
I'm just gonna get this over right now. Because to just get out of my system. I'm not gonna hate on the season completely, but I'm gonna say one thing. Twilight's terrible. I don't know what they did with her, but she is just so unlikable in every scene she's in. It makes me want to punch her in the face, and it makes all the episodes just feel sour for some reason. Like, even you have a good episode like the Christmas one, I just felt sour because at the long run, Twilight is making them miss housewarming and stay home for the holidays at her school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who does that?
Who does that? Like, I've had horrible teachers and professors, like the meanest people in the world, and they would never even go that far. I mean, that's just... And in the end, she still gets away with it. Yeah. Just ugh. Season 4 was worse than season 8. I disagree with you that season 4 was worse than season 8, but I will say I think they were both kind of bad.
Season 4 was I call it more of a transition season.
Oh, that makes sense.
The biggest problem with season 4 is the whole thing. It should be about Twilight becoming a having just become a princess and trying to adjust from it, and they almost never spend any time with her whatsoever. I'm not even talking about like she has a whole bunch of episodes, but she's never doing that. No, she has almost no episodes on a season. So it feels like the transition.
How did they manage to build the school at all?
The princess was just rushed.
And we'll talk a little bit about this.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't hating on the season. I just don't understand this. I think the idea of them building a school to teach, well, you can't really teach friendship, but to express friendship, to like demonstrate it, that's what they're doing. They're demonstrating friendship. They're showing it. They're introducing it among nations that don't really live by it. That makes sense.
I thought it'd be like a youth group.
Why isn't it like one of those, bonding schools where you have bonding exercises? Like Fluttershy's Nature's Classroom. Applejack has the sports thing. Rainbow Dash has gym class. Pinkie had that, she did that, I don't remember what it was. It was like that opening up thing where you tell something nice about someone. All of this trust exercises, all of these bonding exercises. I thought it was going to be this very inclusive youth group kind of area that they were calling a school, but they made it an actual school.
And that kind of ruined school days, honestly. The whole lesson in school days was supposed to be that they're doing something new, so they don't need to follow the rules by the book. But now that they're doing just the same thing, it's almost like they're just saying, oh, we don't need to follow rules. We don't need regulations.
Season 5 and Season 2 were by far the best. Those are great seasons. No complaints on those.
Season 7 and Season 5.
Nope, it says Season 5 and Season 2. I think Season 7 is another one of the best. But I totally agree that Season 5 is awesome.
My favorite seasons are Season 2, Season 5, and Season 7. My favorite season is Season 7. Those are my favorite seasons.
Shame. Let's see. What else do we have that we're not ranting about Season 8?
I do not want the show to ever end. It would be nothing if I did. You know what I mean? I get what you mean. If you have a show, when DuckTales ends, I'm literally going to be crying because DuckTales is like my MLP right now. And that's a show I never want to really ever end. But I will say this. Even if the show does end, you look for other shows other places, especially Disney. Disney has been putting out lots of shows on fire. Even if you don't like DuckTales 2017, they have like 2 other shows next year that you might really like. Amphibia looks really good.
They are on a roll. They are so on a roll. And they're not doing their typical thing where they follow the same structure and the same basic ideas. They are being unique and different and up to speed. They are trying. I'm really proud of them.
Ideas. It's really cool.
What's so good about the DuckTales reboot? Oh, you'll get everything. Okay, I'm just going to say...
Okay. The main thing I'll say...
I'm going to say this straight up. Characters. Yes, the characters.
Absolutely.
The characters are amazing. Now, this doesn't really mean... This doesn't mean a big...
The story sucks, even if the jokes suck. Even if it's a really bland episode, the characters save it. Because the characters...
They have intelligently created each of these characters long before any episodes were written so that you understand them instantly. You understand them instantly. Every show has a problem where you don't understand the characters. Or even if you understand the main one, you don't get the side ones. Or you learn them as they go on. But DuckTales makes sure you know every single one of them as soon as it happens. They're good. Not a
single character in the show I don't like.
It's brilliant. They're brilliant. The characters are brilliant. The writing is brilliant. We have analyzed so many things about this show, and it's just really genius. It has so many things.
There's a lot of subtle little notes in episodes that if you think, oh, this episode was pointless, why do we have it? If you go back, they have another episode later, and where they reveal something, and you go back, and you're like, wait, that wasn't pointless. That actually was building up for that reveal.
It's got really strong writers. I like the animation. It's got really good animation. It's got really good voice actors. It's just a good show. And they've got some really, really good things later on that we can't spoil. But it builds up to this amazing overarching plot. And it's perfect. Yeah.
But that's the number one thing I say. My favorite thing about DuckTales is the characters. The characters save everything because they're so likable and so fun to be with, and their interaction with each other is great. They make great one-off remarks with each other. You can have an episode that's just not very good or kind of average, and it's just amped up to 11 because the characters are that interesting.
When you decide, okay. So we're gonna stop talking about DuckTales.
You're gonna sprint, and it should be a marathon. You have to take it slowly, give it time. When you rush it, it does not go well. People hate force. I completely agree with Midnight Blue. That is nailed. That's nailed. That is, you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what they're doing. They are taking a sprint, and it should be a marathon.
That's exactly what I think too.
Again, with that,
the pilot episode, we introduced these new characters.
It's been 4 parts.
And they didn't spend any time getting
rushed everything into 2 parts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was like, this is our start goal, this is our end goal. We have to get to this by a certain amount of time. And they just zoom right to the ending. So.
And the whole, did you find the whole Twilight part, Twilight subplot, that's what I'm saying, underwhelming? Like, didn't you find it so underwhelming?
Which one?
I'm trying not to spoil it.
Bye, Fizzy Dizzy. Nice talking to you.
The Twilight subplot. The Twilight and the main 6 subplot.
Oh. Yeah, but I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. But
what was your favorite Easter egg on My Little Pony? What Easter egg? I don't think Shine and Armor and Kansas Cadence are underdeveloped characters now. I think they were when they started, but I think now they have given a lot of screen time and a lot of development to both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're okay now.
They're pretty good. Cadence is still kind of bland. But she's just like the mother figure. That's what she is. They never really had anything else for her, but still.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons I really wanted to emphasize of her in COH was because I didn't feel the show was giving her enough screen time to develop her. Mm-hmm. And I like the fact of her being a parent. So I really wanted to explore that further.
When a show goes on hiatus that I am literally begging for it. I am the most impatient person ever, and DuckTales on hiatus right now, and it's torture.
We knew it was coming in the fall. We didn't know when, but
we thought it would be coming late November. That's what I thought it would be coming.
A few weeks after the finale ended, Gio and I were like, "Oh man, what are we going to do? I'm so bored." So yeah. When a show is on hiatus, it's a sad day. It's a sad day.
Have you ever wanted to watch an MLP episode backwards? No.
No.
I don't really want to watch anything backwards. Not even DuckTales.
It gives me a headache.
Yeah, it's just.
Okay, Elijah would have heard. Mikey Kelly, I don't know if I've heard.
I've heard of Lyra Wood, but I never know who he is.
Future teenager voice. I don't know. I could see Elijah Wood.
I don't know who Elijah Wood is. What did he play?
I don't remember. I just remember part of him.
I've heard the name. That's it. I don't know who Mikey Kelly is, and I have no idea who Scott Melville is.
Spyro. I know you haven't really watched that much, but.
Oh, no, I know who Spyro is. Video game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, I might have heard Scott Menville too. Robin.
and Teen Titans. Okay.
Okay.
Who the heck is Mikey Kelly? If you know.
I think I would go with Elijah.
Probably.
Which ship do you prefer, Fluttercord or Dyslexia? I'm a Fluttercord fan. They're adorable. They are adorable.
The season 7 episode, Discord and Harmony, maybe
that is one of the cutest episodes in the world.
They're adorable.
They're so cute. I'm totally a Fluttercord fan.
From TMNT film from 2007. Oh. Okay, who does he play?
Oh, Reflection Universe.
What on earth is that?
Okay.
Is that the Sombra thing?
Yeah, that was a Sombra thing.
I
don't know if they made any side stories to it. I would like to see side stories to it. I don't know if they have yet. I haven't been keeping up with the comics recently. Although I did read a few of the legend ones that were tied into season 6, I think. Or season 7. Season 7. The ones tied into season 7 are really good. And that was a really cool idea. See, I wish they did something like that more, where they tied the comics and the show together. I think that was a really great idea to do. Because those are good. But I'm okay. The Reflection one's okay. It's not my favorite comics book series. I know a lot of people really like Fiendship is Magic. Yes, I have read Fiendship is Magic, and I love Fiendship is Magic.
What is that again? I've heard of it.
Man, Steven.
I don't know comics. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know the MLB comics really at all. I know things.
Oh, come on. It stars the villains. I can't remember if that was the one where Sombra tried to take over the Crystal Empire or not. You're going to have... Actually, I think that is. I think that's the one where Sombra tried to take over the... Yes, it is. Okay. It's the one with the Umbra. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
No, I know what the Umbra is.
Okay, yeah, it's the Umbra one. It's the Umbra one with
I'm not totally a moron to the comics.
Did you ever think YouTube would be your career?
It's not really our career.
Well, for me,
we do in the hobbies.
We do it as a hobby now. I am thinking of opening up a Patreon. I've already started, but I haven't made it public yet. I want to make a series, an original series, that I can get monetized. But that would be in the future.
I'm going to try. I'm just going to make a confession right now. I'm going to try starting reviews later this year, like end of the year, and see where that goes. I've wanted to review for years now, so like movies and TV shows and stuff.
Yeah, I would really like to do that, to have my own YouTube series that was fully original. So that's COH is kind of that right now. It's kind of my gateway into seeing how I can do with managing a project like this, and so that's what COH is, and I love it, and then I want to make it bigger. So I don't want to be completely like it. I don't want it to be my full career like Nostalgia Critics is, but I do want it to help me get into a bigger career in Hollywood. Can't wait for episode 4 of COH. Me too, Megan. And yes, guys.
How are you doing with that?
Episode 4 is amazing. It's amazing. I've been wanting to talk about it so bad. It's really, really good.
Sorry to break one of your rules, but how are you doing?
No, I didn't say you couldn't talk about episode 4. I just said you couldn't ask me when it's coming out. It's really, really good. We have this incredible song coming out. I have so many amazing singers on board, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. The voice art is great. Voice acting is great. If you've been waiting for like a really epic, adventurous episode with a lot of heart and a lot of drama, this is it. This is the episode that we're gonna have. So I'm very excited for episode 4.
Funny enough, Cody Lane, I actually already called him the main 7 anyways. I just called them that naturally anyways, because he's always with them, and I'm not gonna say the main 6 and Spike. It's weird. I just call them the main 7.
Thank you, Hayden Thompson. That's very nice of you. I didn't get into voice acting until only a few years ago, so that's pretty cool. It's a fun job or hobby or whatever.
Should I tell them what role I'm playing in your thing?
Yeah, you can actually. If you guys remember episode 1, there were 2 changelings that killed Twilight. And my Geo is playing one of them.
I'm playing Metamorphosis. We were just joking about doing really bad changeling accents, and I was just like, "Oh my god, you're perfect for my thing." I'm like, "What?"
He's actually really good. He can do an awesome evil accent, evil voice. So it works really great. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm coming up with a trailer now, but I don't want to spoil too much in the episode because a lot happens. So I'm trying to figure out how to cut it so that I don't spoil it and still it gives enough away. So I'm working on that. Let's see. Out of these 5 jobs from likely to least likely, which job would you do? Least likely. Let's see. This is hard. Drag racer, lawyer, teacher, bus driver for a company like Greyhound. That's like a trick question. Okay, heart surgeon has to be the last one. I don't want to touch a heart. I don't want to open people up. I am very sensitive to blood.
Never heart surgeon. No.
No. That's definitely least likely.
What does a drag racer do again?
I think they drive a really fast car.
But I thought there was like something else to them. If it's just to drive a really fast car, then I'd say drag racer. I love fast things.
I'm pretty sure it's when you're racing I don't want to say go-karts because that's not what it is, but basically karts, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then I'd probably say drag racer out of those. I definitely don't want to be a heart surgeon. Not a bus driver. Maybe teacher, not a lawyer.
See, teacher would probably be next one. You know, I think it would be heart surgeon, teacher. Dang. Bus driver, lawyer, drag racer? Yeah, maybe.
The drag racer is your favorite?
I mean, I don't want to be a bus driver for the rest of my life. I really don't. Every single test.
It's likely to least likely. So you said heart surgeon was the most likely.
No, I said heart surgeon was the least likely. I put that at the end.
From least likely to likely. She said from likely to least likely.
Yeah, well, I know. I couldn't organize it like that. But I can only do it from least likely to likely.
Drag racer, teacher, lawyer, bus driver, heart surgeon.
But this is funny. Don't listen to those career tests. Just don't. They're awful.
I've tried like 5 of them, and
every career test.
No idea what I'm doing at all.
Every career test I've ever taken has said that I'm most likely to be a teacher or a social worker.
Every
That
career
is
test
the complete opposite of who I am.
every career test has said me to do something social or to be like a computer programmer or something. And I've tried that. I tried computer programming. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Awful.
Surprisingly, like writer, artist, filmmaker wasn't even on the list. So don't listen to the career tests. They're very sometimes they might get you right, but if they get you wrong, it's it's not your fault.
Still
Yeah.
have no idea what I want
I've
to do.
never taken a career test that actually helped me decide my career.
I'm thinking I might want to try taking a film class. I haven't tried that.
Film class is fun. You learn a lot in film class.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Director, producer, writer for movies, video games, and TV shows. There we go. Woo! That's what I want to be, a writer for TV. That's why I'm so into DuckTales. That's why I'm so crazy into it. And that's why Gio and we judge LMP a little too harshly. Yep. I judge it by its writing. He judges it by
Like I said, I've wanted to review for a long time. So I'm definitely going to try reviewing, movies in theaters and like TV show episodes later in the year, end of the year.
Who's Rarity married to in COH? I hope for a chance of her and Spike together in it. Well, she's not married to Spike, so I'm sorry.
It's a. Do you want to tell her? Do you want to tell him?
No. Should I say? Yeah. Okay. I'll say. I don't know if we ever actually mention it. She is married to Dr. Hoofs. And this may be the only time I will ever actually say that. He might premiere in the finale, I'm not sure. I'm debating about having the husbands in the finale.
Spike was married to, or Spike was.
Oh, Spike's not married yet.
Okay, who's Spike's girlfriend?
Well, if Spike was to get married, everybody knows I'm a Sweetie Spike fan, so it'd be Sweetie Belle. But he's a little too young right now.
But they're dating.
No, Rarity's married to Doctor Who's. I like them. I do. It has nothing to do with the Doctor Who series at all. I just think their personalities go really well together. But no, I'm not going to say anything else. Yeah, so she's married to Doctor Who's.
Yes, we like cats. I have two of them in this house right now. And one of them is Bridalways, who I'm sure will talk all about them.
Oh, that's awesome, Megan. You're actually practicing Folly. That's really cool. I hope this doesn't embarrass you. Megan's really great, guys. She can do a lot of amazing animal sounds. She's very talented.
She also can draw. She also can sing. She can do it all.
Megan kind of holds my whole project together. Yeah. I can't do
two of the characters, so
yeah, that's true. It's true.
bother me.
LLP fan story about Spike as the protagonist and stuff. I want that too.
What?
The one where Spike is the main character.
Mm-hmm.
I want that too.
He's so underrated. He's such a good character now. I'd say he's probably the second most developed character right now. Besides Rainbow.
Right. Let's see. Lisa, do you like cats? Of course I like cats. I have one.
I could choose the sidekick of a hero. Who would you choose for likely to least likely? Spider-Man, Daredevil, Thor, Nightcrawler, and Beast Boy. Beast Boy is least likely. Nightcrawler, I don't know who that is. Daredevil, I've never seen Daredevil. I don't know about anything about the superhero. Spider-Man is absolutely number one. That is the most likely. I love Spider-Man. Spidey's so cute. I guess Thor would be number two.
Oh, Spider-Man is number one. I love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Favorite.
Agreed.
I'm so excited for Spider-Man Homecoming 2. I can't wait for it to come out.
It just better not be all about Spider-Man boring friends, because that was the worst. That was the one thing I did not.
No, like forget the girlfriend. I want I want Peter Parker.
Every dang scene was scene was in. Was in.
I just want a whole movie about Peter Parker. That's it. That's all I want. Oh, and if Tony Stark makes an appearance, that's cool too. Just a Tony Stark and Peter Parker movie. They were not the best. I won't say that.
Fabulous.
That's biased. They were some of the best parts of Infinity War.
Avengers Infinity War. They were fabulous in Avengers Infinity War.
They were awesome.
I loved Spider-Man in that movie. That's how I like him normally. Like that. I don't care about his friends or the
I like raccoons and turtles. Nice. I like raccoons too, and turtles. I basically like all animals, except spiders.
Oh, X-Men! It's X-Men. I've never seen X-Men. I've never seen anything X-Men. I literally know nothing about X-Men except Storm and Wolverine are in it.
Yeah, no, I kind of got what you were saying, Cody. You wanted basically an audio drama about Spike. Well, I agree with you. I think there needs to be one. I was looking really hard for an audio drama about Rainbow Dash for a while. And then I came across on Scripts one. She's now doing a sequel to it. But it's really good. It's really good. And props on her. She did all the voices and all the artwork and all the editing and all the composition herself for the first series. I mean, that's incredible. I can't imagine doing that. That's immensely talent. That's immense talent right there. So
3 hamburgers, chocolate milk or blueberry and chocolate milk and blueberry pie or mac and cheese with Sprite. Choose your last meal. 3 hamburgers, chocolate milk, and blueberry pie or mac and cheese with Sprite. Are we saying choose our last meal that we would want, or choose our last meal out of that?
Hey, Fizzy Dizzy, welcome back. I can't believe we're still going.
It's
gotta be almost 2 a.m. on Eastern time. It's 10:30 for me right now.
It's 1:30 where I am. And I'm
out
Eastern
of those two.
1:30 is where I am. Again, I told you I never sleep.
Oh, that's hard. Last meal. Definitely banana bread for dessert. Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna take the hamburgers. I'm gonna take the 3 hamburgers and chocolate milk.
I would take the 3 hamburgers and the blueberry pie because I just can't. I can't stand bananas. Bananas are my least favorite food, like ever.
It's 10:30 where you live too.
If I try to eat anything banana, I will literally spit it out because I just can't stand it.
3:31 p.m. Wait, is it PM or AM?
And they tell me, hey, eat this banana thing. I'll like force it down my throat, but it does not taste good.
Triple cheeseburgers, yes. You guys are making me hungry now.
You are. You're making me hungry too, and I just ate. I ate like an hour ago.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to cook something tonight.
I ate like an hour ago. I have to get food now. I'm sure we have any food. What the heck?
I live in Equestria, girls. Yeah, I live in Equestria, girls. So it sounds okay. The magic thing sounds really cool. I know it's mostly curses and whatever, but I mean, just it's magic in human world. I'm okay with that. That needs to happen. That needs to happen.
Now, Equestria Girls never was a fan of SpongeBob. Just didn't go off of that.
I love Equestria Girls, by the way. I still love that.
Mm-hmm. And definitely Equestria Girls because Sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that.
Yeah. Roller coaster that the way I think Hasbro's put it on their channel now. The roller coaster episode or movie, whatever, was really, really good. That was really good. The really cool thing about Equestria Girls is that they are being different. And I think that's why I really like it in comparison to MLP. I don't think we ever talked about it much. What did you say?
Did anyone see the comparisons with Vignette and Mark Beak?
Oh, you mean, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so.
They're literally the same character.
Oh my gosh. If I could, I would totally draw a vector of Vignette as Mark Beaks in his costumes. But I don't know if that's going to happen because her hair is like super crazy and those were exhausting. So I don't know if I'm going to do it. But I totally thought of it and I love it.
It makes you do.
Do you think they'll graduate? I think they're going to have an episode where they graduate. I unfortunately think because the actual show is ending, that when they do graduate, they're just going to leave it like that.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if they graduated or not because they don't show them in school anymore.
No, well,
they show them in the mall. They show them in the.
It's true. They usually show them at their summer jobs, but they did have one episode where they were at school. It was one. So I kind of think they've already graduated.
I kind of do too. One thing I don't get about Equestria Girls: when do you graduate, and how old are they? Because they apparently have the cuter Crusaders there too for some reason.
Were you guys forced to play sports in your younger days? Ha ha, yes, I was. My family believed that sports was a great way to meet friends and bond and learn about social experiences.
I had to play Little League baseball, and the baseball ended up hitting me straight in the teeth.
And this is nothing against sports because I agree it is a good way to unite people.
Then I had to play soccer, and the cleats gave me blisters.
But
I had to play basketball camp basketball camp. And oh my gosh, basketball.
For me personally, no. Sports did not bring me with other people. In fact, it singled me out as the worst player ever.
Yep.
Sports was awful. I played soccer, basketball. I did softball for a while until my family couldn't afford to send me anymore.
Baseball, soccer, and then basketball. They all sucked.
I'm not into sports. I do for fun. Like when people are like, right nowadays, do you want to play a sport with me? I'm like, yeah, sure, because it's chill. But you know, kids can be very competitive, and when you're the one that has no hand-eye coordination for the life of you, it's not fun on the playing field. So yes, I was forced to play sports. No, I did not like it. but I am not against it either. I'm okay. I'm not a sports girl. Music, art, video, all that creative stuff. That's what I'm into. Ever had a bad experience going to the gym? Yeah, all the time. When I was in high school, they didn't really have PE. Their PE was just show up and play a sport for an hour, and it was miserable. It was absolutely miserable.
Ultimate frisbee.
No one had fun. No, even the people on the volleyball team. Like if we had to play volleyball, the people that actually played competitive volleyball didn't have fun.
And they made us do the volleyball tournament.
Mm-hmm. They made you compete in a tournament
awful
for
ball.
the chance to do it permanently. You weren't allowed to bail out. I never got selected, thank goodness. But there were some people that were forced to play, and it's just sad.
And yeah, it was some people that were forced to play. They won the tournament, and they didn't want to be in the tournament, and they still had to.
That's just not how you introduce sports.
The nicest high school, if you couldn't tell.
It's the same deal how I feel about forcing people to be in theater. I know some schools will force you to be in their school play. I don't agree with that. I think it's something that you should choose to be a part of. Okay? It's your choice. It's fun.
You shouldn't be in you shouldn't be in some sort of
it's hard work. And if you're not ready for it, then you're not going to like it. You want to be ready for it.
That's the one positive I'll give about our high school. Our music and arts programs were fantastic. We had really good theater in that school. Like our theaters were like almost Broadway productions, weren't they?
Yeah, no, singing in the rain. They actually had real rain on the stage. Mm-hmm. They made it so that they had the sprinkler system on the above the lights, or like that area where you have the lights,
wire,
and it would actually rain on the stage.
It was amazing.
Our theater department was incredible.
Mary Poppins, they got a real high wire. And some and had Bert literally like jump on the roof and do backflips in the air. I'm not even kidding you.
Sunset Shimmer, Applejack, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity are my favorite Equestria girls, and because they're all beautiful. Agreed. Agreed. They're amazing. I think my favorites are Sunset Shimmer, Rainbow Dash, Sci-Twi, and Applejack. I think those are my favorites. I really like Applejack in the new movie they gave her. Rarity's really good too, though. Rarity's really good. Rarajack is cute, guys. Rarajack is so cute in Equestria Girls. Mm-hmm. For Equestria Girls ships, I ship Rarajack, Flutterdash, and Sunlight. And they're all adorable. They're all adorable.
I'm actually taller than Bradaway.
Yes, he is. He shot up.
Mm-hmm. I hate gyms. I just hate gyms. I'm terrible. I hate exercising in general. Like I'll walk back. Like I'll walk around the block like once in a while. But I hate treadmills. I hate gyms.
I really like those stepper machines.
I like those.
But they're usually, everyone else also really likes those stepping machines. So they're usually taken every time I go to the gym.
I don't really have a gym near my house. I have a treadmill in my basement, but I just hate running.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. No. I have to because it's on campus.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What's music and genre? Let's see. I don't really have a least favorite, honestly. But as a favorite, Does Show Tunes count? Show Tunes is definitely favorite.
Least favorite is bad rap.
Yes.
Not good rap like Hamilton or like some of the other raps I've heard recently that I can't remember. Mostly Hamilton. Bad rap. Rap that's lazy and stupid and dumb. Just let's have gangster music with rap.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand that type of rap. I really can't.
Can you sing the other side from Greatest Showman? Oh.
Right here, right now. I pull the opera out. What is it? I want you to know. Don't you see it? You run with me, and I can set you free. I can't remember it.
There you go. Geo did it. Yay,
Geo! Gosh, what are the
Yay!
out of the something while you keep it.
No. We didn't say we didn't love rap. We said we don't like poor rap.
Yeah.
There is such a thing. I don't know any examples of poor rap on the top of my head, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Any rap video on the radio pretty much is poor rap.
I like rap. I do.
I like good rap. Rap that's like rap that actually sounds and feels like it has thought into it, where they're actually trying to like tell a story or something. But other than that, it just feels like useless words with beatboxing and.
I like it if it has really good lyrics.
Exactly. Okay with it.
Lin-Manuel is a genius.
It's something colorful, and if it's crazy, live a little crazy. We can play it sensible, king out conventional, or you can risk it all you see. No, I can't sing this part at all. Don't you want to get away from the same
town, where to get to play?
What you need to come with me and take the ride. We'll see the other side.
Haven't played much anime.
The cage where you slowly touch the key. Don't we'll see the other side. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was terrible.
That was okay. Okay.
Yeah, see, the reason it sounded so bad because I was purposely trying to, because it's literally 1:45 at night, and I was purposely trying to sing softly because I don't want to wake up my siblings.
Oh, we are definitely going to end this soon because I'm starting to get tired. I'm still surprised he's up.
Yeah,
to be honest, I'm like really surprised. Go to bed, Gio.
I'm still gonna be up till like 4 in the morning.
Go to bed, Gio.
I'm totally on a roll with the DuckTales AMV, and it's just so much fun.
Hey, Delia.
Louie AMV. I love it.
I like your emojis. They're so cute. Pokemon is #1 and main favorite anime. Ooh, yes. Yes, Pokemon is awesome. What's your favorite dream? Hard one. What is my favorite dream?
I don't remember any dreams I've had. I literally never can remember a single dream I've had, ever.
I have a lot of dreams. Most of them have been really creepy, weird nightmares. Just shows you where my mind goes. But,
So have I, but I can't ever remember them.
Let's see. Can I come up with a short one? My favorite dream.
Didn't you say you had a DuckTales dream recently?
I did have a DuckTales dream recently. I've been so obsessed with the show. I've been having dreams. Actually, so I got into Goof Troop recently. Because again, I didn't grow up with that either. All of the Disney afternoons I didn't grow up with, but I love Goof Troop. I do. I love it. No, it was a Goof Troop and DuckTales dream in the same thing. No, it was DuckTales in Goof Troop. It was great. Okay. It was great.
We grew up with some Disney. We grew up with Lilo and Stitch the
I didn't say we didn't grow up with Disney, but we didn't grow up with Disney afternoon.
Aladdin. Well, actually, technically, Aladdin is part of Disney.
We grew up with the Aladdin show.
We did grow up with Aladdin. I didn't like it, but we grew up with Aladdin.
How do I live stream on Hangouts? I am probably the last person you want to ask. Yeah, I would look up a tutorial video how to live stream on Hangouts and ask because I'm not even really completely sure.
Nope. I wouldn't do that because I tried doing that.
There we go. There's some stuff.
All the Hangouts live stream.
Which show was better? Clifford the Big Red Dog or Clifford's Puppy Days? Man,
okay.
That is a hard question.
Well,
I'm gonna say Clifford the Big Red Dog is better than Clifford Puppy Days.
It was because Clifford Puppy Days has some really annoying characters, and Clifford's voice is
Oh, okay. Do we know who plays him? Because he was in some other things too. I mean, she. I know it's a girl. I like her. I like her voice actor. And I don't mean this bad at all, because I think she's a great voice actor, and I've seen her in a lot of things.
In that show.
But
I don't know what.
And I loved Clifford Puppy Days when I was young.
Terrible.
No, I was a big fan of it in grade school, but watching it now, because I sometimes go back to my old shows.
It's not good. I can't
stand her voice. I like her in other things, but I can't. It's like weird. She's trying to do like this scratchy, rough boy sound, but she's doing it really high pitched, and it's just kind of off. So I can't.
One of the shows that you love as a kid, and then you watch it.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the story elements are fine.
Yeah.
And I would totally be cool with showing it to other kids. It's just now.
I like some of the characters. I like Jorge. I like most of the human characters. I like Norville. The cats were annoying. The cats are terrible.
She's fine. She's
Daffodil. Fine. Why was Daffodil in this show? I don't. Like, Daffodil was a jerk. Oh my gosh. I hate it as a bunny.
It's got some cute episodes. I watched DuckTales. Yes, Delilah. Woo! Woohoo! A fan. I was talking about this in my
original or the 2017 one?
I actually don't know. The original or the 2017 one.
I watched both.
Watch both. They're all both really good. Disney XD. Yes. Yes. Oh,
it's amazing.
I've talked so much about it, but yes.
Yep.
I was talking about it in my sitcom class, and most of the people in my class have never seen the show before. They keep thinking it's going to be like the 80s version, and it's not. It's not. It's very different.
Completely different series.
So depending whether you liked the 80s version, you didn't like the 80s version, it's different, but it's different enough that it's trying to be its own thing.
I can go back to the 80s and watch the episode.
I really admire that.
The thing I like about DuckTales is I can go back to the 80s version and watch them and still love them, but it feels like I'm watching a completely different show with almost nothing the same.
But I was in sitcom, and I told my class that Ben Schwartz played Dewey, and the whole class was like, "What? Ben Schwartz is in DuckTales?" So, and now they're fans of it. So yeah, everybody go watch DuckTales. I'm promoting it, even though I don't work for Disney at all. This is a non-monetized.
Did you mean Lena? When you said my favorite character, Lenu from DuckTales, did you mean Lena?
Oh, I thought they meant Louie.
I think they mean Lena. See, I wasn't sure if they meant Louie or Lena. That's why I'm asking them.
Yeah, it's two L's.
but I think they meant Lena. If you mean Lena, I do really like Lena. I hated her at first. I thought she'd be another generic character who had some sort of redemption arc, you know, who was working with a villain, but blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh no, they're doing this. But they made her such a good character. She's like hilarious. She's like the most deadpan rebel delinquent ever.
Midnight Blue, you are not that old. I am 23. And I feel young. So you are not old.
My favorite character is Dewey starting to become Louis. I'm not kidding you. I've rewatched episodes. You like Dewey. No, my favorite character is still Dewey, but it's starting to become Louis because I've rewatched episodes and I love everything Louis says.
Is season 3 coming in 2019? I've only heard that season 2 was coming out soon. I haven't heard, I know season 3 is coming out, but I haven't seen the video that said 2019. That is awesome.
They said it's coming out in 2019. Season 3.
Oh my gosh.
That video I sent you like 5 times that said DuckTales greenlit for season 3. It says at the end, at the very end, it says coming in 2019.
See, on the video, it says like fandoms, let's talk about them. But what I wanted to say was DuckTales 2017, let's talk about that. I wanted to do a whole panel on DuckTales.
We are absolutely doing a whole spoiler-filled live stream where we can just all gush about DuckTales.
We can gush about everything. So catch up on DuckTales if you haven't catched up, because we're going to eventually do that. And we're going to talk about every episode up until the finale.
Probably before season 2. That would probably be the best time to do that.
I have to find time in my schedule.
No, I mean like the weekend before season 2.
If I can find time in my schedule.
Yeah. The weekend season 2 starts. That's what I mean. Like the Friday.
Oh, I see what you mean. So many reboots happening. It is crazy. It's so crazy how many reboots have come out.
But there's only one really good one, unless you count Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I saw it.
Well, the Animaniacs one hasn't even come out yet, and that could be good too.
That has not come out yet. That should be.
Don't forget the new Twilight Zone. I heard is really good. Apparently, there's a new Star Trek that came out that's really good.
Twilight Zone. That's gotta be amazing. Like, there's so many things you can do with that.
There's a lot of new shows that are based on old shows. I find that really interesting. You know, having kids now growing up with that, because that was not a thing when I was a kid. So, would you show your kids the Berenstain Bears? Absolutely love the Berenstain Bears. I would show my kids everything I watched when I was young. Almost everything I watched when I was young. It's Lena. Your favorite character is Lena. That's cool. I like Lena too. My favorite character in DuckTales is really, really hard. But it's probably between Huey, Fenton, and Donald. I love them all.
You say Huey?
I said Huey. I like Huey.
My favorite character, again, I think it's it's still Dewey, but it really is almost Louie. Like, Louie is almost Dewey now. Because Louie is just so funny. Every day scene he's in is hilarious. He has all the best jokes.
Let's see. What else do we
Magnum PI
Studios. Welcome to the live stream. Discord and Celestia should be married in COH.
Mountain Dew original. I like the original Mountain Dew. I'm boring like that.
Oh, I like the original too. But this will keep me awake.
Teen Titans Go is the worst reboot. I've seen worse. I've seen
worse too.
Reboots, sadly. Have any of you seen the Magic School Bus reboot? Because I did.
No,
an episode of that.
No. We are not talking about that one. Okay, so Magic School Bus is my childhood. It is my very
It's our
childhood.
childhood show.
I would get up.
We would wake
every
up like Saturday morning and constantly
at 6
go
a.m. to watch it on TLC. I think that's where it was. And that was when they had the cute little
boys versus girls.
They had the little penguin short at the beginning of it where he would go to each other's houses.
This is our Saturday morning cartoons.
I love Magic School Bus. It is an amazing series.
It is.
The reboot, no.
It's awful.
No.
How do you expect that to exist?
What is the point of giving, like, I don't know, Miss Frizzle a sister? Just make it Miss Frizzle. Give her a different voice actor. Make her the same character.
The same personality. It's literally the same character, but blander. That's literally what they do.
It's kind of the problem I have with the new Mary Poppins coming out. See, I think that was the opposite problem. I think Emily Blunt's Mary Poppins is kind of very different from Julie Andrews' one. So I think they instead of made it Mary Poppins, they should have just made it Mary Poppins' sister or cousin or daughter, someone related to Mary Poppins, but not her. And I think it's the complete opposite problem.
Interpretation of Mary Poppins, but I agree, it shouldn't be. I
don't think it matches the original Mary Poppins, though, and I'm perfectly fine with that. If you want to do a different twist on Mary Poppins, that's cool. But if you're going to make it in the same universe, why not just make it a different character?
I agree.
I haven't seen the movie yet, so this is kind of, hypocritical. But that's my thoughts on the upcoming trailer. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Which main six character is most like you? You know what? I don't know. I think I'm a cross between, actually, no, I think I'm a straight up cross between Twilight, Fluttershy, and Rarity. That's what I would say. I'm probably most like Fluttershy.
I was the main six. I think the character I'm most like, period, in the show is Gallus. I feel like I'm most like Gallus. I'm very cynical. I am very... I have anger management issues. I can't, but I'm also like the smart one who figures out things. I feel like I'm most like Gallus, but
you know what? Yeah, that's a good point. I might be most like Ocellus, a cross between Rarity and Fluttershy, Twilight and Fluttershy.
Main six, I don't know, Pinky or Rainbow, like a cross between them, I guess.
I wish for MLP movie sequel. Agreed. I want a movie sequel. I can't wait to Star versus the Forces of Evil season 4 coming in 2019. Yes, I'm excited for it too. So many questions have been left unanswered, so I'm really excited to see what they do with that. Blah 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 blah. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, I miss. That was also my childhood.
A documentary called "Won't You Be My Neighbor."
I know. Everyone's seen it,
but I never managed to. I'll find it on DVD or net or a net.
I didn't see it in theaters. I have to find a way to watch it because I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. No, it was sad.
I so wanted to see that movie, and I couldn't see because I just never had time. And every time they had it, we were always busy working on DuckTales. So I didn't see many movies. I wanted to see Tag. I didn't have time to see that. I didn't see Ant-Man and the Wasp till ages later. I didn't see the thing. And yeah, I didn't like Ant-Man and the Wasp at all. I thought they kind of just took the first Ant-Man, everything I liked it, and just said,
it's 11. I know it's 11. I'm tired.
I agree.
We keep saying we're going to end the stream, and then we just keep it going. You guys keep bringing up too many things to talk about.
No. But seriously, there were a lot of movies in July that I wanted to see. I also never saw Hereditary, and I never saw 8th Grade. I
wanted to see 8th Grade, yes.
8th Grade looked good. I wanted to see it, but I just never got it.
Haven't seen Wonder Woman yet. Can't believe it. I haven't seen it yet, but I haven't. So I don't know. I'd probably say Wonder Woman, though. more than Black Panther.
Now they can handle gore. I kind of want to see Hereditary.
I heard it's really creepy, but you'd probably be okay with it.
I loved A Quiet Place, and I know I can handle gore now because I've seen 2 of the Die Hard movies. I've seen I saw The Fugitive, and Emperor of the Vengeance had a lot of gore in the last 40 minutes. So
I love Toffee too.
Recently, with my dad, I walked in on him on the treadmill, and he was watching the gory scene in Saving Private Ryan.
My favorite character is either in Star versus the Force of Evil is either what is her name? Is it Jenny? Who's the really who's Star's best friend? That's not the horse.
Jenna?
That's not a. Is it Jenna?
Jenna? Yeah.
It was something very close to that. It's either her, Queen Moon, or Eclipsa. I love them all.
I'm with you, Della Dust Butterfly. Definitely Toffee. I love Toffee. He's so creepy, and I love his professional attitude.
A Marvel DC movie would be really cool. I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be really cool if they did something like that. Green Lantern for Halloween? Nice. That's going to be awesome.
I love the Green Lantern. I want them to make a real movie out of it, a really good movie. But I love the lore of Green Lantern. It is such a cool concept, having all these rings, and they represent different things. And they represent different things, and they have to you use the certain. Unlike the elements of harmony, when you use the power, each ring, it gives off some sort of power, or it can face some sort of opponent. It's almost like the original elements of harmony is what the Lantern kind of is. But there's a ring where it gives off fear, so it makes other people. It gives other people fear. There's a ring that gives other people greed. There's a ring that gives other people hope. There's a ring that gives people compassion. I love the lore of Green Lantern. It's just the movie sucks. I didn't even see it. I just saw several clips and I couldn't stand it. The movie they have sucks.
Sucks. Okay. I'm going to answer 5 more questions, and then we're going to cut this off. Do you want a crossover MLP with The Greatest Showman?
No.
I thought about doing it a lot, but my main problem is I have no idea who the heck he matches. I would say Rarity.
I started PMDs in it with Trixie.
Yeah. And I like the idea of Trixie.
She has scenes now.
It's just hard finding scenes that work with it.
But you did start making it with someone else.
I started it with Steven Universe, and I think they work really well. So, yeah, I want to make a lot of different other AMVs from other shows, but I have to find time.
I agree. Can't wait for Halloween. There's so many good movies coming out. I want to see Bad Times at El Royale. I want to see First Man. First Man is a documentary about the landing of Neil Armstrong. And then directed by the same person who did La La Land.
I thought about Pinkie Pie too. But the only problem is he's very suave. Pinkie is not suave.
And of course, DuckTales 2017.
So
October will be a great month.
It doesn't click for me. That's the only thing. Yeah, he's so hard. I like him with Trixie, I do. But then Trixie doesn't really have the scenes either. I don't know. It's an ongoing battle. Million Dreams is hard. Million Dreams
is a song that Trixie just doesn't have the scenes for. She has the scenes for literally every other. I what was I say? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this, but by coincidence, DuckTales season 2 is coming out only 4 days before my birthday, so it's like the best birthday present.
You're breaking. He said it's the best birthday present.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
DuckTales season 2 is coming out 4 days before my birthday, so it's like the best birthday present ever.
Let's see. Wish for a Spike costume whenever I get the chance to go to the MLP convention in Seattle. Nice.
Northwest?
If that's Everfree Northwest, I've always wanted to go to that.
Everfree Northwest, I believe, is in Seattle, so I think that's the one they're talking about.
Gio made a Spike costume once.
I did. I use an old dinosaur tail from like a really cheap kids costume that was just like the ears and the tail at like Michael's or something, and we stitched felt around. We bought 2 of them, stitched them together, and some stitched felt around it, and it made like a big spike tail.
Episode 23 of season 8. What is 23? Is that the finale?
No, that's Father and the Beast.
Yes, I did see it.
We saw it.
It's okay. That's all we're gonna say. Oh no, Smolder. I like Smolder. I do. I really like Smolder. I really like her and Spike. They were cute.
They were the best part of that
that's what I'll say.
They were the best part of that entire episode.
I wish to meet the MLP showcast. I've seen them on a panel together. They are fun. Never met them in person. But I love Ashley Ball. I love her. She's an amazing person.
If John Delancey's coming to Everfree Northwest, I don't know if he is. But if he is, you're gonna love him. He's funny.
I hope Toffee comes back in season 4. I really do.
Yes.
He died way too fast. He needs to come back.
I love Toffee.
All right. Question 3. Can you go to Disneyland? What would you do? I go to Disneyland literally every single year.
We either go to Disneyland or Disney World.
Yeah, it's one or the others.
And we've been to Disney a lot.
My dad is the most amazing person in the world. Ever since I started college, he's come down to the week to visit me, and we go to Disneyland together. I
don't go to it that often because I don't live in California, but I go to it every 2 years, I'd say, either Disneyland or Disney World. I last went to it in Disney World in January.
We have a game plan. My dad has literally sketched out the park, and he's like, we're going to go to this ride first, and then this ride, and then catch fast passes for this ride. But right before we showed this, and we get to everything in like 8 hours. So, yeah, Disneyland is my life. We've had some really good times. We've seen the light show parade up close twice. It was awesome.
January of 2017 was when I last went to Disney World. But I'm going to Disneyland.
Spike's element is definitely courage. I thought the exact same thing.
Agreed, it's courage.
And it needs to be. Yes, I definitely believe Spike deserves to have an element of harmony of his own. I definitely believe it should be courage.
Either courage or chivalry. Those are the 2 ones.
Ooh, yes, chivalry is good too.
I'm going to California to visit Bridal Way, and actually our cousin's getting married there.
Yep.
So I'm going to a wedding, and I'm going to be going to Disneyland then in December.
Yeah, it gets to be the 3 of us. It's going to be fun.
Finally, I get to actually go to Disneyland. I haven't been to a Disney park in 2 years.
He hasn't been in a while.
Again, it's usually about every 2 years I go to one of them.
What would your dream mythical pet be?
I haven't been to California in like 4 years.
That's a really, 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 really hard
3
question.
years.
What would your dream mythical pet be? Ooh, let's see. Dragons shoot too much fire, so it can't be that.
I'm gonna be honest, it would probably be a phoenix.
Unicorns are too large, so it can't be that. Phoenix is a good idea.
It would probably be a phoenix because I love phoenixes. I love birds. I love phoenixes, and I know they lay on they do have a fire, but they're so small they wouldn't really do much. So.
I want to say a baby griffin.
I was between Phoenix and Griffin. Those are the two I was between. I thought your favorite would be Fenrir or whatever.
Are you kidding? Fenrir. Oh no. No. Fenrir. No.
She constantly talked about how she loves Fenrir.
I was looking up. Oh, what is it called? Is it Norway? Norway. Norwegian myths.
It's Norse mythology.
Norse mythology, and I really like the story of Fenrir. He might be making an appearance in some time in COH.
So, Thor Ragnarok.
What?
I showed you this, but he's in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, I know, but he's not in Thor Ragnarok a lot. He's only in it a little bit. But not Fenrir, no. Okay, we're on question 4, I think.
I was so sad when Pee-wee was like just ditched, and then they showed him come back in Moltown, and then they just ditched him again. I was like, why?
See, what would you do? What would you do if you put your OC characters with Toffee from Star vs. the Forces of Evil?
What?
Well, I think she's asking, what would I do if the COH characters were in Star vs. the Forces of Evil? I think it's what she's asking.
YouTube recommends me Big City Green.
Summer would lose it. If Summer was around Toffee,
oh yeah, she
would lose it. She would definitely lose it.
YouTube recommends Big City Green all the time to me. I've seen several clips. I don't know. I feel like I need to give the show a chance. But at the same time, when I watch the clips, I'm just like, this is awful. it just looks like junk.
You know what I would say? I would say Midnight would kick Toffee's butt.
That's what I said. Midnight would slam into the ground.
A Silver Streak would totally do something. She would she would nail him to the ground. Serenity would probably scare him.
Don't worry, we're gonna end soon anyways.
I know. The twins would drive him insane. Serenity would use her magic. I think they would all scare him out of town, and Summer Sweet would probably just be there shaken.
I really am starting to get tired now. It's literally 12:15. We're at 2:15 where I am.
There you go. Bye, Hayden. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Yes, Silver. Woo! Silver is awesome.
What do you think about Big City Green, Angela? I mean, by the way.
Haven't seen it. Can't judge it.
I can't judge it either because I've only seen a couple clips from it. I don't really want to see it.
I don't know. It's one of those things that I'm not going to pick up until I know I have the time to.
Yeah.
But I can't really say anything against it. I can't say or for it either. I can't say anything about it for or against because I haven't seen it.
Neither can I.
So I don't know.
All I know is the trailers don't make it look very good, but that's true with the but DuckTales. To be honest, their trailers didn't make it look very good.
Disney's not really great with trailers.
Uh, well,
Bad thing.
this is hilarious. The DuckTales trailer is completely unfinished. If you go to the
Emily.
trailer and then compare it to the actual pilot, which is what it's a trailer for, the first trailer that we had of DuckTales.
Oh, I love Toffee Delilah, but I don't want him roaming free. Besides, you didn't ask me what I would do if I was around Toffee. You asked me what my characters would do, and I don't think my characters would like Toffee either. They're kind of dangerous when they all gain up on someone. They're a dangerous, cute little bundle of fire.
It's completely what was I saying?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Gina's gonna wrap this up.
The DuckTales
Yes.
it's completely unfinished. If you compare it to the pilot, they have there's literally a scene where Donald's working up to saying Huey, where Donald's working up to say to take the triplets in, and the background
Hi, Cody.
is completely different.
All right. That is our official time to say good night to everybody.
I don't trust trailers very well.
We hope you enjoyed our stream. We are sorry it took this long to get here. Hopefully, eventually, I will get the heck of what technology is.
Now that Broadway knows how to actually set up the stream, we'll do it more often.
We will try to do it more often. Good night, Fizzy Dizzy.
Yeah, try.
We will try. It's hard to find time to do it, but we will definitely try. Bye, Megan. So, yep. See you guys, and woohoo!
Bye.